It's Fred in possession now over on the far side. Roma dressed all in white tonight, by the way. They're going from right to left in this first half. Vetu is back on the field and he's jogging now towards Fred, who plays it forward into Cavani. Cavani lays it off for Pogba, who's playing on the left-hand side today. He's got Shaw on the overlap. Pogba plays it into the feet of Fernandes in the box. It's a really good pick out of Bruno Fernandes. He's twisting and turning, tries to put the ball back in, but it's Cristante who blocks it, and it's cleared now for a throw-in. 4 minutes into the game. Independent of Tube Studio commentary, one of two semi-finals happening this evening. The other one sees Villarreal take on Arsenal. The big story there of Unai Emery coming up against the club that sacked him just over a year ago. Now that change is going to have to be made because Vetu is back down on the floor. So his game has not lasted very long at all, and it will be Gonzalo Villar to come on and replace him. A dreadful start to the game for Roma. Of course, in this crushed up concertina season, they are allowing teams to make 5 substitutions in all UEFA competition matches. This is one of the reasons why, because players can pick up injuries, but they too will be so disappointed. Villar has come on to replace him, and if it is a muscular injury, you doubt whether he'd be fit enough to take to the field for next week's second leg in Rome, of course. With possession now, it's played forward by Ibanez. Now Diawara plays it across this near side for Spinazzola. Spinazzola in for Mkhitaryan. Tries to play it forward to Spinazzola. It takes a block on the way from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Henrik Mkhitaryan's spell at Manchester United won't be remembered too fondly, I don't think. He left the club in the Alexis Sanchez deal that took him from Arsenal to Manchester United, and I don't think it was a great stint for either player, to be honest. Chris Smalling will, of course, have a few more happier memories. Title winner in his first season at the club back in 2011, and then again in Sir Alex Ferguson's swan song year in 2013. Here is Luke Shaw now on the far side, a man who's been in outstanding form this season. Forward now to Fred. Fred tries to link up with Pogba. Fred then plays it forward quickly, looking for Cavani, but he was just caught on his heels there. In truth, it wasn't the best of balls. Pogba back forward now, looking for Rashford, who's running down the middle. Cristante tries to dummy it. He takes it behind and then clears it forward. Pogba then heads it back forward. It's by the byline now with Fernandes. Cristante is there marshalling him. Played all the way back now to Luke Shaw, around 20 yards out. Shaw reverses it back to Fernandes. Fernandes tries to chip a ball in first time, looking for, I think, Wan-Bissaka at the back post, but it's Spinazzola who gets there, chests it out, and is able to clear it long. It's going to be collected now by Victor Lindelof, now with Scott McTominay, who's established himself in the last couple of seasons as a real first-choice player. I tell you, by the way, there's been an early goal in the Villarreal-Arsenal game, and it's Unai Emery who might be having the last laugh, because Villarreal are 1-0 up after just 5 minutes. A long, long time to go, of course, but Madame Trigueros has got the goal to stick the Spaniards in front. There is a real possibility that both the Champions League final and the Europa League final could be comprised solely of English teams, as it was a couple of years ago when Chelsea defeated Arsenal in the Europa League, and then in the bigger showpiece, Liverpool got the better of Tottenham Hotspur. We could conceivably see a Manchester United Arsenal and a Chelsea Manchester City final. It's just Arsenal aren't really giving their side of the bargain right now. 1-0 down against Villarreal. Here is Fred now in the Roma half. Fred sweeps it across to Wan-Bissaka on his near side. He plays it back to McTominay. Rashford is lurking, but it's played back into the middle now for Fred. Fred now to Shaw, one touch out of feet, but his cross is blocked at source by Pellegrini, and it will go behind for a throw-in around 30 yards out. But it's been a fairly promising opening 8 minutes so far, although the game, it's fair to say, was slightly punctured by the fact that Vetu went off injured. just pulled up all by himself. Pogba now into Cavani, round the corner for Fernandes, and that's a brilliant team goal. And Manchester United have started this game perfectly well. Pogba through to Cavani, the flick round the corner was exquisite. Fernandes timed his run well, and he chipped the goalkeeper with the confidence of a man who's been in great goal scoring form this season. Great start for Manchester United, they lead by 1-0. Perfect start to the game for Manchester United. They've taken the lead after just 8.5 minutes, and it's a brilliant team goal. Luke Shaw plays the ball to Paul Pogba, who turns delightfully well, takes the ball past 3 players into the feet of Cavani, just inside the D. He reverses it round the corner for Bruno Fernandes, and then it's an exquisite chip over Paul Lopez into the back of the net. Manchester United lead Roma by 1-0. Lovely goal, and there's no question that this Manchester United side have improved markedly this season. Of course, ever since the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, when he built what was basically a dynasty at Old Trafford, they've chopped and changed. They've brought in big name players, plenty of whom haven't really worked out. But there is the bones, particularly from an attack point of view, the bones of a really good team in operation now. And they showcase their ability with aplomb with that finish. This could be a long game for Roma as they're coming forward again now. Manchester United, Fernandes keeps it in play on this near side. Linesman signals for a foot for a corner as it comes off Ibanez last. The referee, by the way, is from Spain tonight. Carlos Del Cerro Grande is the man in charge. As Fernandes scored his 4th Europa League goal of the season. Can't downplay Cavani's role in that as well. It was a really perfectly weighted ball to set Fernandes away. The defending wasn't great, but the speed of the attack from Manchester United helped them no end. Corner to be taken on this near side. It's taken short now to Rashford, who runs into the box. Manchester United will get another corner, challenged by his old colleague Mkhitaryan, who's claiming that it came off Rashford last, but the officials disagree. It's Shaw who's come across from left back to this near side to take it, so it's going to be not an in-swinger this time. It's another short one, played back to Fernandes. That's a dreadful ball in, really low quality. But all Roma can do is smash it forward. The first chance for David De Gea to get involved, the man who's played a bit part role for Manchester United recently for the first time really in his Manchester United career. He was brought in as a very small and slight 20-year-old from Atletico Madrid, brought in to replace the outgoing Edwin van der Sar. It took him a year or two to get going, but from the mid part of the 2010s it was hard to argue against him being the best goalkeeper in the world. He's declined somewhat since. He's in his 30s now, so those powers might be waning slightly, and that's why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been giving Dean Henderson a go in between the sticks, and he's playing himself, if not into Gareth Southgate's starting 11 for the Euros, but definitely into the squad. Roma now with a chance to come forward. Played now for Mkhitaryan, chance to break into the box, played to the edge of the area. Dzeko swings his foot at it. It's a complete air shot. And Roma have worked things really nicely there. They've, well, I thought they'd won a corner kick. They're shouting now for a handball. And the referee, I think, has pointed to the spot here. And Roma, out of absolutely nothing, have got themselves a penalty kick. He's now sprinting straight over to the linesman on the far side. VAR, I imagine, will be getting involved in this one. The referee, I think, he's going to have to take the call of the linesman because he was in a much better position. He's telling the players to back off and to go away now, but this is potentially a real sting in the tail for Roma, an away goal in a match which just a couple of minutes ago looked as though it's going to be one way and one way only, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Chris Smalling winding up his former colleagues, applauding the referee in his intentions. It was Karsdorp that got there. Pogba slid in to try and intercept the ball. It's one of those where his arms are clearly up in the air, and it's that grey area of the handball law Some referees would give it, some wouldn't. You can understand why it has been given, but you can also understand why it wouldn't be given as well. VAR are having another look, but I don't think there's going to be too many arguments about this. And it's going to be Pellegrini to take this penalty kick. Check is over. The penalty will be taken. Pellegrini up against David De Gea. 12 yards between the ball and the goal. He stood there a good 30 seconds to a minute now. They can't be doing the tension much good. 14 minutes into the game. Lorenzo Pellegrini steps up and he converts the penalty. De Gea dived the right way, but there was too much height and too much power on the spot kick. Roma have got an equaliser, and they could be in for a real classic here. Well, after really not showing anything in the opening 13 minutes, Roma do have an equalising goal. It's come from the penalty spot. It's a ball played over towards the byline on the far side. The fullback Rick Karsdorp slides in to try and cross the ball back into the box. He's been trapped by Paul Pogba. The ball strikes his arm. The referee awards the penalty initially. He then goes and has a word with the linesman on the far side. He suggests that it should be a penalty as well. Pogba's arm was clearly up in the air. It is close proximity, so some might deem it harsh, but his arms clearly are in an unnatural position. Up step Lorenzo Pellegrini, and he puts it past David De Gea, who dived the right way, but the penalty had too much height and too much power on it. Manchester United 1, Roma 1. Excellent penalty by Pellegrini. Tucks it away confidently, and now Roma, they're in the ascendancy, it seems, because they've got that away goal, which in the context of European ties, in some ways you could say almost counts for 2 goals, in the fact that it really plants a seed of doubt into the Manchester United mind. They know that they have to score when they go to Roma. They can't just play for a 0-0 draw anymore. Not that I'm assuming they would have done, but that is a tactic that can always be deployed. Referee didn't seem to hesitate at first, but he then went over, I think wisely, to have a word with the linesman on the far side, but the two of them were in cahoots. They were in total agreement, and now Manchester United look to come forward now. Rashford trying to play it down the channel for Fernandes. It's clear, but not very well. McTominay forward now to Cavani, back to Fred. Here is Shaw on the far side. Pogba's making a move ahead of him, but Shaw will play it to Paul Pogba. Pogba then lifts it in from the far side towards Wan-Bissaka. Controls the ball. Plays it back to McTominay now. Rashford's running ahead of him. Wan-Bissaka's still there. He's not quite on Rashford's wavelength. And Ibanez can play off Rashford actually. And it will go out into touch. I think it's gone for a throw-in rather than a goal kick. Pogba is still got that wry smile on his face. He's still puzzled as to why the penalty was awarded, but he'll probably look back and maybe think he shouldn't have had his arms up there. No reason for both of them. It's both arms that were up in the air. Here's Shaw now, just inside the Manchester United half. Back to Harry Maguire. Maguire's ball to Wan-Bissaka. It's a decent crossfield pass. Into the path now Fernandes, who turns away from Diawara with ease. And again, back with McTominay. Into Wan-Bissaka's path. Rolls it back to Lindelof. Manchester United have had the majority of the possession so far. 17 and a half minutes gone. It's Manchester United 1, Roma 1. McTominay. In towards Rashford now. Cleared by Ibanez, but not too far. Fernandes now crosses it in. Lopez comes out just on the edge of the 6-yard box. He dives to claim the ball. Nice piece of goalkeeping from the Roma man. This is set up now to be A terrific contest in the 7th meeting between Manchester United and Roma in European competition. Premier League side have only lost one of the previous 6. They've all come in the Champions League, so it's a maiden contest in this competition. Normally associate the Red Devils with the Champions League. Here comes Cavani now, forward to Rashford. Rashford just halted his run, he didn't want to be offside, and that allowed Ibanez to get back to clear the ball. It's cleared, not too much distance on the clearance. Again, they're struggling to get the ball out of Roma, and they're forced to turn quickly and boot the ball upfield. They're not getting a great deal of distance on those clearances. Saka guilty of a handball as he slid in on Spinazzola. A blatant one. More blatant than the Pogba one, that's for certain. Long ball up now to Edin Dzeko. Beaten to it with some ease by Harry Maguire. Dzeko was involved in that really iconic 6-1 victory that Manchester City secured against Manchester United. It was groundbreaking in the fact that first time Manchester City really looked to tip the balance of power in the Premier League. They won the league that season with the now immortal Sergio Aguero goal that he scored against QPR. It's a big win that they got. They've given the ball away at the back now. Manchester United, Smalling steps in, but it's a heavy touch. Pogba now coming forward. Pogba, is he being fouled? Well, he's kept his balance. The referee's played the advantage, and he digs out a really nice ball to Rashford, who runs towards the byline. He turns back, tries to play it to Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka was there as well, but he picked out neither of them. It's now with Villar, back with Diawara. Cristante trying to clear it. They're playing themselves into some really awkward positions at Roma at the moment. Get away with it this time. I wonder if Pogba is going to be claiming for a booking against the player that dragged him down. I couldn't quite see who it was. I think it may have been Villar. Referee not interested in those protestations. Poor clearance by Smalling. Only into Fred's path. Fred dinks it forward now for Fernandes. Keeps himself on side. Fernandes wide now for Cavani. Cavani, can he find a runner at the edge of the box? Tried to look for McTominay. It's slightly overhit, but Wan-Bissaka will get it. He brings it inside, dinks it in left-footed now. Not the best ball from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's not really the most talented in terms of going forward from full-back. He's a brilliant defender, Wan-Bissaka, but the attacking play is something that he's got to improve upon. It looked as though Manchester United have been awarded a free kick. Ibanez climbing all over Rashford. He's landed a forearm on the back of his head. And this is a free kick in a dangerous position. Rashford will fancy his chances from here. He's got a good strike on him. He very nearly scored a terrific free kick against Leeds in the Premier League on Sunday, but Ilham Meslier got down well to make the save. Remember, there was a League Cup game at Stamford Bridge where Rashford scored from a similar distance, but as I say that, Rashford walks away, and it's going to be either Fernandes or Fred to take it. It's slightly right of centre, so it would probably suit Fred's left foot more. Fernandes takes it himself, but he blazes it over the crossbar. And that one is not one of his best efforts. Not with the finesse of the goal that put Manchester United in front, since of course they've been kept behind. Midway through the first half, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 1. Besides the 2 goals we've had, not been too many clear-cut chances. Bruno Fernandes has just had a free kick which is sent over the bar from a fairly promising range around 25 yards out, but it's never going to dip below the crossbar. Roma were forced into a change before either of the goals had been scored. Jordan Veretout, after just 3 minutes, pulled up when a long ball was played to him over on the far side. He kicked the ball out immediately. He tried to run it off, but then went down. He was replaced by Gonzalo Villar. It's Manchester United 1, Roma 1. Fred now back to De Gea, who perhaps in some regards would maybe want to be busier than usual today, David De Gea, because he's not had much football in the past few months. We need to keep the energy going because it looks as though he's going to be the goalkeeper to play the rest of the competition if Manchester United can advance further on. Coming forward now, it's played to Fernandes and he drags the shot wide. Good pacey break that down this right hand side. Marcus Rashford, few step overs into Fernandes' path. I think with the amount of bodies that were in there, Fernandes just snatched at it. It went well wide of the far post. No real danger for Roma on that occasion. Spinazzola now gets the ball on this near side. Plays an unorthodox pass all the way across now to Smalling, who by his own corner flag clears the ball. Again, it's a poor clearance. McTominay into the path of Fernandes, who tried to lay it off first time to Cavani. He didn't get enough clout on the ball, but Roma once more, they're giving the ball away for fun at the moment. It's with Pogba on the far side. Pogba's going to go for goal himself. It's palmed out by Paul Lopez. Wan-Bissaka on the follow-up. His effort is blocked by Ibanez. It comes back out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's got McTominay behind him. Wan-Bissaka plays it back to Lindelof. The keeper's gone down. It looks as though he may have hurt his shoulder when making that save. You can have a bit of a breather now, it seems. Good shot by Pogba. It was powerful and it was dipping and it was definitely going in, so the goalkeeper had to make the save. One of those side footers where the ball, so light these days, can swerve all over the place. And he got himself back up quickly enough, did Lopez. I'm not sure where this potential injury has come from. Out to Wan-Bissaka, struck it first time. Very delayed reaction. The cameras don't miss much these days, and there was a good 10-second window between Lopez going down to make the save. Although maybe I'm doing him a disservice because they've got the substitute goalkeeper ready and warmed up. Quite see whether it was Antonio Mirante or Daniel Fusato. But Paul Lopez could be in danger here. And Roma could be in danger of having to make two substitutions before half-time. And I do take all that back against Lopez because he's holding his arm now. It looks as though there may have been a slight tweak to the shoulder. And he's definitely coming off now. There's no way he's going to carry on. He's walking around the perimeter of the field. Or is he? He's just stopped now with the two physios in close proximity. Now just rotating his arm, trying to get himself set to play on. Well, Vetu did the same. He went down, he came back on, and he was back down immediately, and the change had to be made. They'll just be hoping that they don't have to aggravate the injury. And Lopez, I think he is going off now. He looks disappointed, but the two physios appear to be telling him or advising him carrying on wouldn't be the best solution. By the corner flag now, Paulo Fonseca, the Roma coach, who's now donned a flat cap, looks very frustrated. He looks annoyed that he's having to make the change. It's Antonio Mirante who's come on to replace him. So two changes down already for Roma. Particularly when it's in between the sticks. It will be music to the ears of Manchester United, who'll feel they can try and get at him. Send a few early shots in his direction. But he looked okay when he was rotating his arms, Lopez. As though the pain and anguish had disappeared from his face, but the physios certainly know more than I do. Roma look to attack now down this near side. Lifted across from Dzeko. That's a decent pick out of Karsdorp on the far side. The man who won the penalty by playing the ball against Pogba's arms, which were raised and which the officials deemed to be in an unnatural position and deemed to be a deliberate handball. Here is Ibanez, challenged by Rashford on this near side. Throw-in will be taken on the halfway line, just in front of the dugouts at Old Trafford, an empty Old Trafford as we've become accustomed to seeing. Lots of club badges and club mottos and sponsorships draped across the seats where the fans would usually be in attendance. Roma coming forward now. Mkhitaryan plays the ball out to Karsdorp, who crosses it in first time. It's cleared by Maguire, out for a throw-in on the far side, parallel to the edge of the box. When they get the ball in Karsdorp's direction, they're going to want to try and see him send more crosses into the box. He's looked dangerous in that position. He's also looked quite isolated as well. Karsdorp doesn't get the ball back from Diawara on the throw-in. It's always irritating to managers when those throw-ins don't work out how they feel they should. Ball in from Karsdorp this time. It was hit against the ground. It took some of the pace off it and made it slightly easier for Maguire to deal with. Ball now to be taken by Luke Shaw, deep inside his own half. Looks to release Fernandes. Fernandes forward now into the path of Wan-Bissaka. He's got some space to advance forward into. Plays it into the feet of Rashford. Rashford coming forward. He's still got Wan-Bissaka for company. Rashford with a couple of step-overs now. Trying to get the ball away from Spinazzola. Rashford does find Wan-Bissaka now. Here is Fernandes. Now Rashford. Rashford forward to McTominay. The two academy players combining, but the ball just had a bit too much oomph on it for McTominay to send the ball back into the box. The chance has now gone. It's really pouring it down at Old Trafford. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sits on the dugout seats with the likes of Michael Carrick and Mike Phelan for company. Cleared now by Llorente, I should say. The substitute goalkeeper has come on in place of Paul Lopez. And I hesitate to say as well, similar to the Vetu situation, if the injury is what it is to Lopez, I doubt whether he's going to be fit enough to take to the field in the second leg. Now Edin Dzeko's gone down. He looked as though he was caught slightly by Harry Maguire. Real bloodbath for Roma so far, but on this occasion, Dzeko is going to be okay. Smalling. That's a heavily hit ball by Cristante. Out towards Karsdorp on the far side. In possession, they've been pretty poor tonight of Roma so far, which is why 1-1 is a scoreline that won't please anyone at Manchester United. Challenge made by Smalling on Pogba on the far side. I think that's resulted in a free kick. And another goal has been scored in the Villarreal-Arsenal game. And it's another one for Villarreal. Well, Albiol with the goal now, and I'm sure there's going to be a very smug sense of satisfaction in Unai Emery tonight. Of course, the end of play tonight signals only half-time in the tie, but 2-0 at this stage. It's not unassailable, but it's a big buffer for Arsenal to try and claw back. Free kick comes in from Fernandes, and it's a dangerous one, headed away at the near post. Comes to Fred now on the edge of the box. Fred forced to play it backwards to Wan-Bissaka. He elects to go all the way back to David De Gea. 32 minutes on the clock. Manchester United 1, Roma 1. Bruno Fernandes scoring a brilliant team goal to get Manchester United off and running on their 10 minutes. But just 5 minutes later, Roma had a penalty kick. Rick Karsdorp's cross was handled by Pogba. Up stepped Lorenzo Pellegrini to tuck the ball home. Home side have already completed more than double the number of passes that Roma have, 138 to 60. Have much more possession as well, 68 to 32 was the stat flashed up on the screen a few minutes ago. But it is Roma on the ball now. It's Spinazzola coming forward, trying to lead a pacey break. Good play this from Spinazzola, takes it into the box, Tries to cross it, but it's Lindelof that makes the block. Comes out now to Mkhitaryan. Forward now to Pellegrini. Pellegrini crosses it, and Roma have taken the lead. And it's Edin Dzeko with the goal. Again, a scourge of Manchester United, and Roma have turned things around. Spinazzola to Mkhitaryan, and what a reverse ball that was to Pellegrini, who crossed it across the 6-yard box. And there was Dzeko in the right place at the right time. Roma lead by 2-1. It's been turned around at Old Trafford. Roma lead Manchester United by 2-1. It's Leonardo Spinazzola who carries the ball forward. He then plays it to Henrik Mkhitaryan, who plays an absolutely sublime reverse ball to Lorenzo Pellegrini, the scorer of the penalty. Pellegrini has the whole space of the box to find Edin Dzeko. He crosses it to him, and he finishes off from close range. Manchester United 1, Roma 2. First thing Pellegrini did was get his head up and find Dzeko, and it's actually quite a fortunate finish in a way, because it comes off Dzeko's right foot and then bounces back in off his left. If that touch hadn't have come, we'd have been looking at that and saying miss of the season. Edin Dzeko has converted the goal to make it 2-1 to Roma. There was no question of offside as well, even though Manchester United defenders had their arms up. I think it was Shaw playing Pellegrini onside when the ball came into the box. Dzeko's 5th Europa League goal of the season on a ground where he really enjoyed his football in his years as a Manchester City player. And despite Manchester United, despite the fact that they've been the better of the two sides, I don't think even the most ardent hater of the club would deny that they've been the better of the two sides. It's Roma who've taken the lead, and it's Roma who've been clinical, and they could be clinical again here. Ball played now down the line for Mkhitaryan. I'm sure he was offside, and yes, the flag has gone up late on. Dzeko scored 5 goals in 4 previous games against Manchester United at Old Trafford, including a double in each of his last 2 there. October 2011 in that 6-1 game, and then March 2014, and David Moyes was in charge for his solitary season at Manchester United. Here's Rashford now. Rashford crosses in first time. It's a good-looking cross as well, but headed away, dealt with by Smalling. Roma can look to counter now. Here is Pellegrini coming forward. Pellegrini tries to lift it over the top for Dzeko, who's drifted across to this near side now. Couldn't find it. Lindelof. Long ball forward to Rashford. He was offside as well. Linesman not putting his flag up until late on. That second Roma goal was started by the man who's in my camera shot now, Leonardo Spinazzola. It was a brilliant carry forward. Played it infield for Mkhitaryan. And then Pellegrini. Well, I say Spinazzola's in my camera shot. They're making another change now. Bruno Perez has come on for Spinazzola. He didn't look injured. Well, I'm absolutely baffled by that substitution. Unless he is carrying an injury and he's just masking it really well. But if that is the case, that's 3 injuries Roma have suffered and 3 substitutions they've had to make in this first half alone. This has been a very surprising half of football so far. I think that's probably the best description word I've got for it. Having another look now. Spinazzola, his initial cross took a deflection off Lindelof, played it back to Mkhitaryan, showing the Manchester United fans what they've been missing. Reversed it back towards Pellegrini, crossed it into Dzeko's path, and there was the goal. We'll try and get up to speed with that Roma substitution that's been made, but that's 3 they've made in the first half. Like to say, Spinazzola didn't look too happy as well, so whether it is an injury or not, we'll have to wait and see. Here comes Wan-Bissaka, carries it over the halfway line, down the channel for Rashford. I think this time he's timed his run well. Ibanez comes out to try and defend. Rashford holds on to the ball. Ibanez wins the throw off Marcus Rashford, who walks away with a despondent look on his face. Solskjaer's mood has certainly changed throughout the course of this, and it's going to require a big effort now for Manchester United to get to the final of this competition. It's going to require a big effort on the part of both English teams, with Arsenal trailing Villarreal by 2-0. It's 2-1 to Roma at Old Trafford in our featured game, despite the fact Manchester United took the lead with a brilliant team goal. Paul Pogba getting away from three Roma defenders into Cavani, round the corner for Fernandes, and then a great chip over the initial Roma goalkeeper Paul Lopez, but a lot has happened since then. Here is Rashford, heads the ball down, looks for Wan-Bissaka. Diawara gets there first. Here's Shaw, centre circle. Shaw coming forward. Now Fernandes. Maguire. McTominay, just on the edge of the centre circle. McTominay tries to thread the eye of a needle. He gets it back. He's then challenged by Dzeko and felled, upended. 5 minutes to go of this first half. It's been a breathless first half as well. An entertaining affair between these two sides. Confirmed that Spinazzola did pull up, and that's why he's been brought off. And it stands to reason that 5 substitutions can be made, but they can only be made in 3 separate blocks unless it's half-time. So if Roma want to make any more changes, they'll have to come at half-time by the looks of it. I'm not sure whether Paulo Fonseca would want to make them at the moment. The Newcastle defender David Santon is among those substitutes. Manchester United, of course, you know, they've got options on the bench they can look to. Mason Greenwood, Dan James, Juan Mata, probably the most obvious ones. Signing Amad Diallo as well, and who joined the club in January. Donny van der Beek, a forgotten man at Old Trafford, is also on the bench should he be needed. Eric Bailly's there too. He's signed a new contract at the club this week. Here's McTominay. Forward to Pogba, who's coming to the middle now. Rashford gets away from a couple of challenges. Still going, Marcus Rashford into Cavani. But Roma defend that one really well this time. Smalling clears. It comes off Fred. He's going to try his utmost to keep it in play, but he just couldn't quite reach it. He stretched every sinew. You've got to say fair play to him for that. It will be a goal kick for Roma. Frustrating Manchester United, doing a good job of it as well. I think the referee played play on because Pogba was certainly fouled there by Ibanez, but Rashford took the ball forward. Cleared by Mirante, it's got the best clearance. Comes now to Fernandes on his near side. He lets the ball roll out for a throw. Takes it quickly to Wan-Bissaka. Here is Lindelof now. Lindelof running laterally. He's got Maguire in space. He goes forward instead to Pogba. Now Fred tries a quick ball forward to Cavani. He was on the shoulder of the last defender, but it's a good interception by Cristante. He comes forward into midfield now. Cristante then squares it. Looks for Amadou Diawara. Now Perez on this near side, the third substitution to have been made, and that's not really a great opening gambit. As he tries to play a ball down the channel, it goes out for a throw. Arms folded, a modern manager look that Fonseca is rocking. Gone are the days of the shirt and tie, it seems. Just like a Harrington jacket. He's wearing the flat cap as well. Here is Maguire. Maguire across to Luke Shaw, hogging that touchline. Pogba is close to it, lays it back to Shaw. Just has a bit too much power on the ball though, Paul Pogba, and Shaw can't keep it in play. Less than 2 minutes to go of this first half, where it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. Fernandez's goal cancelled out by a spot kick from Lorenzo Pellegrini. And then Edin Dzeko put Roma back in front. Lindelof now. Wan-Bissaka back to Lindelof. Roma just holding off for now, it seems, content with what they've got from this first half. No need for them to go kamikaze at this stage. That's a good ball forward though by Maguire. Cavani has timed his run well. He's peeled over to the far side. Cavani not timed his run well because the offside flag went up late on. It's a very close one as well. Rashford was certainly offside, but Cavani was the man in question. Those trigonometry lines may have deemed him to be a few millimetres offside, but that's the kind of level we're talking. Roma with a long ball upfield, but McTominay looked like he handled that then, but never mind because Roma have won the ball back. Here is Mkhitaryan. Back now to Diawara. Into the midfield for Villar. Villar forward to Pellegrini, who's brought down when trying to turn by Maguire. So Roma with a free kick. Will they send this into the box, or will they be a bit more conservative with it? Maguire won the ball then, so a little bit harsh, but Roma have gone backwards with the free kick. Diawara now for Roger Ibanez, all the way back to Antonio Mirante. 5 minutes of additional time at the end of this first half. No real surprise given everything we've seen so far. Lots of play for a throw-in. Chewing his gum like his former manager Sir Alex Ferguson, with a real intensity to it. Smalling now. Over towards Karsdorp. Smalling plays it back to Cristante. Diawara's dropping in. Skips away from Fernandez. Diawara had Karsdorp on the far side. He goes short instead to Smalling. Here's Gonzalo Villar. To Smalling. Karsdorp. Smalling again. This is probably the longest stint of possession that Roma have had in the entire first half so far. I thought it was going to come to an end then because Wan-Bissaka intercepted the long crossfield ball, but Roma get it back. Manchester United have it in their way now. McTominay forward now to Bruno Fernandes, who's got Pogba out wide. Pogba moving forward quickly. Fernandes making an option for him behind, and he collects it. Shaw's now overtaken Fernandes. Fred, good piece of play from Fred into the path of Rashford. Rashford in the D. Roma diligent defensively, getting everyone back, and it really is a wall of white shirts. 10 of them, all 10 of them behind the ball now. Here is McTominay. Lindelof to Maguire, and that has halted the momentum somewhat. Pogba down the line looking for Shaw. He's blocked off by Rick Karsdorp, Dutch international, playing in that full-back position, or wing-back I should say. Roma, one of many teams around Europe who are more adopting a three at the back formation with wing-backs instead of traditional wingers in the game. Dying breed of a player. Injuries and 3 goals is the story of this game so far. Dzeko coming forward. Wan-Bissaka smashes the ball into him. Where is it going to land? Well, it hasn't quite gone for a corner. Dzeko challenges Lindelof, and that will go for a free kick now. Bit of play then. 3 minutes of the 5 that were added on have elapsed, so Manchester United still with time to get the equaliser before the break. It's going to be an interesting team talk by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He'll be happy enough, I suppose, with the quality of the build-up play, but defensively there's just been lapses in concentration. That's what's allowed Roma to get themselves in front. Here is Rashford now on this near side. Rashford crosses it in first time. Esperante comes out and claims that ball. Real authoritative presence. Coming out and grabbing it first time. Solskjaer looking on nervously. Esperante clears. Over everyone's head, it will be a Manchester United throw-in. Taken by Wan-Bissaka. Here is Lindelof. Shaw now, down the channel for Cavani. Cavani back to Fred. Here's Lindelof. Poor ball out. Perez. Oh, and that's dreadfully given away at the back to Cavani. Great save, Mirante. Can Cavani square it? He goes for goal again. He should have squared it to Pogba. That's a big chance for Manchester United to get back in front, or to get back on level terms, I should say, just before the break. And Roma, that's been a theme of their performance in the first half. They've given the ball away numerous times at the back. And Edinson Cavani should have made them pay on that occasion. Ibanez, who tried to play it across his own back line. It's suicidal defending. Gets back on the line, but it's his colleagues that help him. Prevents Manchester United from getting the equalising goal. They've got a corner now, which is going to be the last action of the first half. Luke Shaw just been told to put the ball on the line of the quadrant. 5 minutes has gone now. Shaw puts the ball in. It's a towering header at the back post, and it's over the bar. McTominay got there. There's a couple of Roma players who've gone down now. They certainly don't want to be getting more injuries. They're lucky that it's near to half time, because it's the only time they can make them. Smalling's one of them that's gone down. He was clattered into by McTominay. I think it's Ibanez that's the other. It's been a harsh 45 minutes of football for the Roma players. And I think that is half-time now. Referee has a signal for it. So it's been a phenomenal game, really. It was all looking nice for Manchester United after 10 minutes, taking the lead thanks to a wonderful team goal, which was finished off by Bruno Fernandes, but then a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini after a Paul Pogba handball put Roma on level terms. And then 10 minutes before the break, Pellegrini crossed it in for Edin Dzeko to score another goal at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Roma 2. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner for Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner, Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner for Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home side took the lead after 10 minutes. Paul Pogba skipping away from a couple of challenges before laying the ball into Edinson Cavani's path. He reversed it round the corner. Bruno Fernandes to chip the keeper and give Manchester United the lead. But Rick Karsdorp's low cross was handled by Paul Pogba. Roma had a penalty converted by Lorenzo Pellegrini, and then Spinazzola ran down the left-hand side, played it into Mkhitaryan, a delightful reverse ball to Pellegrini, finished off by Dzeko, 2-1. Half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Roma 2. The home... Well, we'll just leave that there because we are back out for the second half of the Europa League semi-final first leg between Manchester United and Roma. It was all going so swimmingly for the home side after 10 minutes. They started the game in a confident fashion, and their goal really summed that up. It was a terrific team goal involving Paul Pogba, Edinson Cavani, and Bruno Fernandes, the goal scorer, chipping the keeper. But Roma came back into it 4 minutes later with a penalty kick. Pogba guilty of handballing a Rick Karsdorp cross, and then that penalty was conceded. It was dispatched, I should say, by Lorenzo Pellegrini. And then 10 minutes before half-time, despite the fact that Manchester United had the bulk of possession, they had some of the chances. There weren't too many chances in the first half, but they were generally the better of the two sides. Roma took the lead thanks to United's old foe Edin Dzeko, formerly of Manchester City, converting a Pellegrini cross following a wonderful through ball by Henrik Mkhitaryan. So they've got it all to do now of Manchester United, and Roma managed all that despite 3 players going off injured in the first half, and they had another one who was receiving treatment at half time, I understand, but I don't think a change has been made, and that was very nearly given away by David De Gea. A poor clearance which cannoned straight off the back of Dzeko, and there was Lindelof just to make sure that the ball went out of play for a goal kick. But a hairy moment early on for the Manchester United goalkeeper. There was nothing really he could have done about either of the goals that Roma scored. He went the right way for the penalty, but it was hit firmly and it had enough height on it to make it too difficult for De Gea to save, and it gave for him back in the starting 11 with Dean Henderson getting the nod in the Premier League at the moment. Roma coming forward from the back. They gave the ball away numerous occasions at the back in the first half, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be disappointed that his side didn't capitalise as Karsdorp now plays it down the line. Mkhitaryan puts the ball in. It's going to come for Pellegrini at the back post. He just couldn't quite gather the ball in the nick of time. It's back with Diawara now. Here comes Perez. One of those 3 substitutions in that first half. Roma going from left to right in the second half. Manchester United right to left. Their lineup as follows: the home side, De Gea in goal, a back 4 of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw. Will break off because Manchester United are coming forward. Fernandes through now to Cavani, and he's found the equalising goal. A lovely finish from Edinson Cavani on the counter-attack. Roma was split open. Fernandes coming forward. Rather than going for goal himself, he decided to play the disguised ball to Cavani, and he rifles it into the top corner. They'll be feeling a bit better about themselves now. It's Manchester United 2, Roma 2. Manchester United have got the equalising goal just 4 minutes into the second half, and it was on the counter-attack as well as Roma tried to come forward themselves. It was Fred who played the ball centrally into the path of Bruno Fernandes. He was coming forward. He got to the edge of the Roma box, and rather than shoot himself, he decided to square it for Edinson Cavani, and it's a brilliant finish into the top corner. Opened his body out and just swept it into that top corner right-footed. Manchester United 2, Roma 2. Roma coming forward themselves now. They'll still feel as though they've got the real impetus in this game. The fact that they're level with Manchester United. 2 away goals have been scored. That was a bit of a loose challenge in midfield from Gonzalo Villar, and he's going to pick up a yellow card for it. Pretty late one on Paul Pogba. Just rubbing his knee, I think. He looks like he's been hurt in this. Yeah, the studs did go up slightly on Pogba. Challenge came in. Not a horrific challenge, but worthy of the yellow card that was given. So Manchester United will have wanted a bit more, but a yellow card it is. And now they've got to just plot their comeback. They've got the talent in order to do so. Haven't lost at home in a European semi-final since way back in April 1997. It was a 1-0 loss against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, the year they won that competition. Won 4 and drawn 3 of their 7 semi-final encounters since then. Lindelof chips it forward, looking for Marcus Rashford. Back to Wan-Bissaka now. Lindelof. Lifted forward. Pogba trying to get there, making the late run. I think he may have gone offside. And Ante with the challenge, and now Pogba's been shown a yellow card. You can't quite believe it. Late challenge on the keeper by the looks of things. And he just stuck his arms out trying to push the goalkeeper over, I think. It's silly from Pogba. Catches him in the face. Yellow card apiece now. One for Pogba, one for Villa. Early stages of the second half, where it's Manchester United 2, Roma 2. 51 minutes on the clock. Rashford tries to come and intercept the ball that was played out from the back. They can get at Roma, Manchester United. There's no question of that. They do look a pretty weak side at the back, giving the ball away for fun. Smalling, Cristante and Ibanez, the back three. And all of them have been guilty at times of just presenting the ball to the home side and giving them an opportunity to get forward. It's down the other end where Roma have looked dangerous, particularly on the counter-attack. They look to break forward now with Perez on the far side. Perez to Mkhitaryan. Couldn't find the reverse ball to him. Now Manchester United can look to get forward. Here is Rashford running down the far side. Rashford is challenged, and that's a good challenge by Mkhitaryan. The Armenian getting the challenge in on the Englishman. It goes out of play for a throw-in. Manchester United take it quickly. They go backwards with the ball. Maguire now for Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka on the far side. Rashford has come close to him. Lindelof. And Maguire, slightly heavy touch, but McTominay bails him out. McTominay then squares it to Fred. Here is Shaw. Pogba on the turn. Down the line for Luke Shaw. He gets there ahead of Karsdorp. Shaw pulls it back. And it's blazed over by Cavani. He's had his fair share of chances today, Edinson Cavani. And that should have been another goal for Manchester United. Pogba to Shaw, and then Shaw pulls it back. And he's leaning back as he strikes it left-footed. Maybe it takes a slight bobble before he makes contact with his left foot, but he should score that. Great opportunity. He had one just before half-time as well when he was played in. And he should have squared the second effort to Pogba. That one, there was no question that he should have struck it first time, but technique wasn't there. Got 10 attempts at goal now, Manchester United, compared to just 2 that Roma have, so 100% efficiency from Roma. And on the ball now with Perez on the far side. Perez into the path of Mkhitaryan. He slips as he goes for the crossfield ball, and it's taken by Shaw now, being chased by Karsdorp. Referee with play on, even though Shaw's down on the ground, because Manchester United got the ball back. Rashford now tries to play it to Fernandes. Doesn't reach him. Fernandes guilty of giving away a free kick now. It's all becoming a little bit tetchy and a little bit scrappy at Old Trafford. And there is a lot at stake. Pogba now, edge of the box. Comes to Fernandes. Fernandes outside of his right boot. That was nearly a brilliant ball to Rashford's head. And he would have had the chance to head it home from around 6 yards out. Great invention from the Portuguese, but Ibanez got there just in the nick of time to glance it behind at the expense of a corner kick, but he won't mind that at this stage. Luke Shaw to take. Looked into the near post. It's a poor delivery from Shaw. Wan-Bissaka forward. Pellegrini, has he kept it in play? He hasn't. It will be a throw-in for Manchester United. 55 minutes into the game. Manchester United 2, Roma 2 is the current scoreline. Manchester United 2, Roma 2, early stages of the second half, but the Red Devils should be 3-2 up. They've just had another great chance. Edinson Cavani, the guilty man, just 3 minutes after sweeping home really confidently. He blazes this one over the bar. It's Pogba who plays a reverse ball to Luke Shaw. He gets round the outside of Rick Karsdorp, pulls it back for Cavani on his left foot, and he blazes it over the bar. It's Manchester United 2, Roma 2. Pogba now. Out into touch. So it's still 2-0 to Villarreal in the other semi-final available on this service tonight between Villarreal and Arsenal. So a bad evening in store for Mikel Arteta, and a very good one for Unai Emery. Looks to prove a point against his old club. I'm sure he still feels that he was binned off a bit too quickly. Pogba now into McTominay, squares it, and it just doesn't quite reach the way of Edinson Cavani. Back to Wan-Bissaka now. Chance for a shot. No, it's a cross from Fernandes instead, up towards McTominay. And the whistle goes, and Roma can breathe another heavy sigh of relief. They're looking on the ropes defensively now. Fred into the path of Pogba. Through to McTominay. I don't know why he didn't shoot first time rather than try and pull it across for one of his teammates. Ibanez's interception wasn't great, but it just took it away from Cavani in the nick of time. There was no conviction behind it. It's probably the best way to express that. All very awkward for Manchester United, for Roma right now. It's awkward for Manchester United. 2 apiece, 2 away goals conceded. Diawara. Cristante. Now Ibanez. Perez with a chance to come forward. Going out to Mkhitaryan. Perez makes the underlapping run. Just a little bit shorter on numbers, willing to get forward at this stage, Roma. I think they feel as though they need to try and ride this out for 10 minutes. Try and make sure Manchester United don't score again. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in conversation with Mike Phelan on the bench. They'll be planning changes anytime soon. They've got Greenwood, James on the bench. Fred now. Pogba. Pogba forward. Has to play a quick ball into Rashford's path. Intercepted by Ibanez. Good defending from the Roma man. Here is Pellegrini now. Dzeko. Karsdorp's on the outside. Ball in first time is a very dangerous one, and McTominay got his body in the way to block it behind for a corner kick. Bent that one in, Karsdorp. It took a bounce off the turf, and it's a very skiddy turf as well. It was raining heavily in the first half. It doesn't look to be raining quite as heavily in this second period. But it's presented Roma with a chance. Their first corner kick of the game. We approach the hour mark. Manchester United 2, Roma 2. Pellegrini to take it. Ball whipped in, headed away by McTominay. Good solid work from the Manchester United midfielder. Here is Perez. Squared for Karsdorp now. Karsdorp takes it away from Rashford. Karsdorp then with a brilliant through ball. Roma with a chance here. The ball is squared. Will it come for Dzeko? Yes, it will. Dzeko pulls it back, and Smalling is the man there to just hit it well over the bar. What a ball that was from Rick Karsdorp. I think it was Pellegrini who played it back into the box. Again, no question of him being offside. It was Maguire who was a bit too far back this time. But in fairness to Maguire, he made up for that with a good block on Edin Dzeko. Just got his arm in front of the Bosnian. Forced him out wide, he then had to pull it back. And that was over the bar. Here is Fred now. Diagonal ball looking for Wan-Bissaka. Perez gets there first. Fernandes. Tomine. Shaw now. Pogba. Just not quite through to Fernandes this time, but Roma on the counter again. That's an under-hit ball, is it? Well, McTominay makes the challenge, no foul adjudged by the referee. McTominay slipped as he went to make the challenge then, so he was grateful that he did get something on the ball. Could have amounted to anything. Rashford, now short. He's been stopped. Referee blown for a free kick, feeling there was no advantage to be gained. Smalling has been shown the booking on his return to Old Trafford. Spent nearly a decade with Manchester United before departing for pastures new in Rome. Fred. Lindelof. Rashford is dispossessed by Pellegrini. Again, they look to break forward to Roma. Mkhitaryan now. Dzeko. Ball played back through to Mkhitaryan. He wins a corner. Off Lindelof last. Another chance for Roma from the set piece. They very nearly created an opening last time with that ball that was cleared by Manchester United. Fell to Karsdorp and then he found a perfect ball through to Pellegrini. Pellegrini's corner. Headed away by Maguire. Karsdorp lets it run for a throw. Here's Villar. Stopped by Shaw. Strong defending from Luke Shaw. The goal kick is the decision. He's turned into a really solid player, Luke Shaw. Been outstanding for Manchester United this season. On the face of it, it's a straight battle between Ben Chilwell and he for England's left-back spot at the Euros. It's hard to call who's going to get that at this stage. Pogba now with a quick ball forward to Cavani, who was on the chase. Cavani forced slightly out wide. He rolls it back now to Shaw. He's got Fred for company, but Shaw takes it on the outside of Villar. He has to turn backwards. Can't find the ball in. Pogba now. Fernandes, edge of the area. Fernandes now. Wan-Bissaka with the strike. Parried out by the keeper. And there is Edinson Cavani, and it's turned around once again. You just felt Manchester United were going to score from that move. They committed so many men forward. It fell to the wrong man, if you like, in Wan-Bissaka. The shot was quite tame, and it was a moment that Antonio Mirante, the sub-keeper, won't want to look back on with too much fondness. Straight into Cavani's path. Manchester United lead 3-2. For the second time in the game, it's turned around because Manchester United now lead by 3-2. It started on the left-hand side. Luke Shaw playing the ball to Paul Pogba. Popped it quickly into Bruno Fernandes. He then rolled the ball across to the unmarked Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who shot from fairly close range, and it was spilled by the substitute keeper Antonio Mirante straight into Cavani's path, and he gobbled up his second goal of the night. It's Manchester United 3, Roma 2. It's been a good one to watch so far. And another twist has been put in the tail. Paulo Fonseca frustrated. He'll feel that it was a cheap goal to give away. And now Manchester United are back in the ascendancy. 3-3 now for Cavani in this competition. Still the same facial expression on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's face, but I'm sure underneath that exterior will be a satisfied man. Won't be if Roma come forward and get another equaliser though. Here's Perez. Perez crosses it in, headed away by Maguire. Now is there a potential counter on? There is some decent speed in this Manchester United team. With Cavani. Oh, that's given away hopelessly. A poor ball. He was looking for Fred. Roma look to attack now down the far side. Wan-Bissaka is the closest man. Cross comes in. Dzeko flicks it on. And De Gea had to make the save. That's Roma's best chance in this second half. De Gea got down low. He reacted quickly. Could have made 3-3 very easily. It was a clever glancing header. It's short. Not the best ball, but they'll get a throw in as the touch came off the Roma man last. Keep the tempo, I think, is the instruction from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. No reason for Manchester United to let up. Given Roma's lax defensive efforts, they could easily get another 2-3 goals. Fred rolls it across now for Fernandes. Fernandes tries to dink it in, looking for Pogba, doesn't find him. Fernandes then makes the challenge. It's a late one on Diawara. I think he's going to escape without caution. No need, as of yet, for Solskjaer to consult his substitutes bench, although that option is available to him. Option not available to the Roma manager Fonseca, because 5 substitutes were allowed to be made, but they have to be made across 3 separate stints. And they had to make 3 changes in the first half. Could have made some at half time because it doesn't count when they're made then, but he elected not to. As a consequence, nothing more is available to him. There's Shaw on the halfway line. Mix up with Pogba. Really nice work. Shaw bursting forward now. Cavani's on a hat-trick. Shaw shoots himself. Durante has to parry it. Lightning quick there between Pogba and Shaw. I've got a really good understanding on this left-hand side. It's not the most likely of partnerships, but it's worked this evening. Towards the end of the first half, Pogba went more central and Cavani was peeling out to the left-hand side more and more, but Pogba's back on the left this time. Cristante, middle of Roma's 3 centre-backs, really dispossessed by Cavani then. Ibanez coming forward, sweeps it across for Pellegrini. It's a poor touch and Shaw can bring it forward now. Got space to advance into. He plays an early ball. He looks to release Rashford. Rashford has to head it on. Plays it back into the area and Cavani just went between his legs. And that was a chance for a hat-trick and for a 2-goal buffer. As the referee, I think, has pointed to the spot. Again, another contentious penalty decision. But as the ball was cleared away, it looked as though it was just going to be a regulation throw-in. But the referee, having seen something late on, has pointed to the spot. Cavani's down on the deck. I think Rashford is as well. Rashford fired it back into the box. It was Smalling that made the challenge. There doesn't look to be a great deal in this, to be honest. Just have to be booked as well, Chris Smalling. I don't think there's anything in that. I think this should be overturned. VAR will, of course, have a look. Smalling shaking his head. We await the decision from, not Stockley Park, European version at least. Well, Cavani might be on a hat-trick, but he won't be taking it if the penalty is the decision. Bruno Fernandes has the ball in his hands. Didn't appear to be much contact between Smalling and Cavani. Check is over and the penalty will be taken. And this is a big chance for Manchester United to assert some authority in this tie. Remember, this is the first leg. If the second leg is half as entertaining as this, then it's going to be a good one. It has been really good to watch. It's going to be Fernandes, presumably with that hop, skip and jump technique he's got with his penalties. No, he doesn't do that this time. Instead, he just does it the old-fashioned way. He blasts it into the top corner. Manchester United now lead by 4-2. Manchester United are 4-2 up against Roma now, and for the first time in the game, they look as though they've got some real authority over the rest of the tie. It's come in fairly controversial circumstances. The second penalty awarded in the game. It was Rashford who picked the ball up on the right hand side of the box. He fired it in looking for Edinson Cavani, who was on his hat-trick. It went between his legs and went out of play. It looked as though a throw-in was going to be awarded, but the referee late on pointed to the spot. Looking at the replay, there was a slight bit of contact with Chris Smalling sliding in to make the challenge, but it looks like a pretty cheap one nonetheless. The ball had already gone away from Cavani. Cavani wasn't the man who took it. Bruno Fernandes, the regulation penalty taker, fired it into the top corner. None of this hop and skip technique. He did it the old-fashioned way. It's Manchester United 4, Roma 2. 71 minutes are on the clock. It's Manchester United 4, Roma 2, and they're about to make a substitution now to preserve their squad, it seems. Arsenal have pulled the goal back against Villarreal. That one's from the penalty spot as well. Nicolas Pepe with the goal. So all hope is not lost for the Gunners. And now a potential All-English Europa League final is back on the cards. 6-goal thriller we've seen at Old Trafford tonight. Do Roma have anything left in the tank? They may have just played all their cards in the first half. You got to say they've been desperately unlucky to have to take off 3 players through injury. It probably has disrupted them a bit. There is Lindelof now. Cross to Maguire. Maguire to Pogba, just inside the Roma half, right on this near side. Pogba uses his body really well, finds Shaw. Fred now into Fernandes, back to Pogba. This is nice football from Manchester United. Pogba then sweeps it across for Wan-Bissaka. Rashford's in space. Rashford lays it off for Wan-Bissaka. Can't take it past Pellegrini, but Manchester United get the ball back. Here is Pogba, round the corner now. Cavani is on a hat-trick. He shoots in the box, but he's blocked at close range. This scoreline could increase further. I don't think the goal scoring is over as far as tonight is concerned, and certainly for the rest of the tie. Wan-Bissaka. Pogba now. McTominay. Low ball in. Comes back out to Pogba. I think he wisely left it. May have been in an offside position. It goes out of play for a corner. One touch by Cavani, right-footed. He took it to his left foot. Had to have the shot, but good defending by Ibanez. It was last-ditch defending. Take him short to the edge of the box, lifted back in, and it's headed home by Pogba. As simple as you like. Manchester United, 5 goals to their name now. A really easy one. A dreadful goal to for Roma to concede, because Pogba was unmarked in the middle of the box, but it was a good header. Normally a flashy player, Paul Pogba, but he did the basics right there. Fabulous ball whipped into the box. See who it was. I think it was Fernandes in there. Yeah, terrific assist. Bruno Fernandes. Pogba unmarked. Manchester United 5-2 up. Goal number 5 for Manchester United. They're now 5-2 up against Roma, and it's a really simple goal. Paulo Fonseca will be furious at the state of some of the defending his side have played tonight, because it was a corner taken by Luke Shaw on the far side, just rolled to the edge of the box, where Bruno Fernandes swung the ball in first time. Paul Pogba unmarked, headed home. Manchester United 5, Roma 2. There's Greenwood now on the field. He's come on for Marcus Rashford. Probably the quietest of Manchester United's attacking players this evening, and Greenwood come on and try and provide something even more for them, because they're not going to put the handbrake on now, I don't think. Dzeko. Around the corner for Mkhitaryan. It feels like a long time ago now that we saw him play that ball into Pellegrini's path for the equaliser in the first half. He's just been brought down by Wan-Bissaka, so Roma with a free kick. Four-goal haul in the second half for Manchester United. And a nice variety of goals as well. Free kick sent in by Roma. Defended well by the hosts. Here is Shaw. Going out to Fred. Fred has got the fresh legs of Greenwood to play the ball into. It's with Fernandes now. Greenwood's on the far side. Fernandes crosses it in. Cavani goes for the shot. It was a spectacular bicycle kick attempt, but it hit the ground and Morante was able to make what was a comfortable regulation save. But they're feeling confident now. He was offside, Cavani, so it wouldn't have counted even if he'd achieved the spectacular. The flag went up on the linesman. Of course, the directives that we've seen past couple of seasons, linesmen are always told now to not raise their flag until the last moment. Here's Smalling. Cristante. And Diawara. Perez now attacking down the far side with Dzeko. Mkhitaryan. And that ball went out of play. Will be a Manchester United throw-in. Been excellent tonight, Paul Pogba. 2 goals in 4 Europa League matches, and he probably deserved his goal. I'm sure fans of Manchester United, and to be honest, even football fans in general, who watched him majestically lead his country to the World Cup final, where they beat Croatia 4-2 in that memorable final. They'll be watching thinking, why can't this Pogba show himself more consistently? There's always a sense that a poor run of form can potentially be on the cards for Paul Pogba. When he's on song, he is a cracking midfielder. Here is Shaw now, down for the man of the moment, Pogba. Cavani coming inwards from the left, plays it to Fernandes, edge of the area. Shaw now, back with Bruno Fernandes. Chipped over the top into the path of Greenwood. Greenwood, he rolls it back. It's going to come for Fred now, who shoots from distance. And he drags it well wide. No reason for him not to try and have a shot from distance. It fell to his favoured left foot. Maybe Fernandes just put him off slightly as he tried to get the ball first. Nevertheless, it's another chance. They've had so many shots at goal tonight, the home side. As they'll probably now face either Villarreal or Arsenal in the final. It's a long way back this for Roma, despite the fact they've got the 2 away goals. They won't give it up though. Cristante comes forward. Chipped ball out wide to Perez, and it's good control as well. Sent into the box. Maguire comes out and heads it away. Diawara. Shot comes in and it's dragged well wide. Mkhitaryan trying to get a goal of his own. Not been the best of nights for the former Manchester United players. Smalling in particular, conceding the penalty and picking up a yellow card in the process. A more conservative substitution is coming now for Manchester United. Nemanja Matic about to enter the fray. Maguire moving across his own box. It's risky business, but it finds Lindelof, who doesn't find a teammate, but as it has done for most of the home players in this second half, the ball just comes back to another red shirt. And again, Cavani dropping deep to get involved. Maybe if he'll get another year at Old Trafford. Shaw now coming forward. Pogba. Fred now in the middle. All this taking place midway inside the Roma half. Here is Fred. Now Luke Shaw. Round the corner for Maguire. Tomine picks it up in the centre circle now. Here's Fred. Fernandez. Back to Shaw. Now Pogba. Roma players look as though they know their fate already. Here is Maguire. From McTominay. Back to Maguire. Wan-Bissaka. To link up with McTominay. Pogba. Round the corner for Wan-Bissaka. Just on the edge of the box. Greenwood now. Pogba. Back to Greenwood. A wall of white shirts in the way. Wan-Bissaka. He's fouled, is he? Yes, he is. It's going to be a free kick. And that brings to an end what was a good minute of Manchester United playing the ball around Roma. So Ibanez stopped that, bringing down Wan-Bissaka. Change is going to be made. It's going to be Fred who's withdrawn. Probably looks a little bit frustrated to come off. Rangier and more defensive-minded midfielder Nemanja Matic coming on in his place. That's the handshake from Solskjaer. They're exchanging warm words now, so that's good to see. From a real unsung hero of this side, Fred. Free kick goes into the box. It's headed behind, and that will be a corner kick, so a chance for Manchester United to make it 6. Corner to be taken by the number 6, Pogba. He's just going to leave it instead for Fernandez, ticking away a few seconds. Fernandez's corner, aimed to the back post. Just over McTominay's head. It's like having another central defender when the ball goes into the box. Scott McTominay, he had a growth spurt late on in his development, and that's part of the reason why Jose Mourinho likes using him, because he's got that physical presence in midfield. English born, but England missed out. He is a Scotland player. Pellegrini forced all the way backwards to Mirante. Ibanez turns and plays it wide now to Perez. 6 minutes to go of the 90, plus however much added time is allocated. Comes now to Cavani. Fernandez looking to curl one first time. Well, he opened his body out, the ball was coming across, you could see exactly what he was trying to do. He made a mess of that. Looks as though Roma's travails are going to continue, because Diawara looks as though he's moving quite uncomfortably now. They are coming forward. Perez. Diawara. Able to play a long diagonal in the direction of Karsdorp. Fernandez comes over and heads it behind for a throw. 5 minutes to go. It's Manchester United 5, Roma 2, after being 2-1 down at half-time. It's been a fabulous response from Solskjaer's men, really giving themselves the best chance of winning this tie and indeed this competition, sending out a big statement to their rivals, Villarreal or Arsenal, whoever it may be. Villarreal in the driving seat at the moment, but Arsenal have got that all-important away goal, as Cavani now plays the ball forward into Greenwood. Greenwood with a chance here. Greenwood shoots, and it's 6-2. Mason Greenwood, Manchester United on the counter-attack. Cavani over to the number 11, who's only been on the field for around about 10 minutes, and it's a clinical finish. It doesn't look like it's great goalkeeping from Mirante. It took a slight deflection on its way through, but Manchester United have number 6 now. It's been a devastating attacking performance. Goal number 6 for Manchester United. They've been absolutely brilliant in this second half. They've torn Roma to pieces. Again, it's another counter-attacking goal. Cavani, this time turning provider, playing it to Mason Greenwood, who came on for Marcus Rashford around 10 minutes ago. He brought it into the box. It took a slight deflection on its way through from Roger Ibanez, and therefore made it quite difficult for Antonio Mirante as he struck it across the goalkeeper. He couldn't keep it out. Manchester United 6, Roma 2. Well, they've scored 7 goals past Roma before, way back in 2007 when Alan Smith had one of his better days in a Manchester United shirt. And they've got 3 minutes plus added time to try and match that tally. Diawara, Cristante, high ball up towards Dzeko. He's been pretty lifeless in this second half, Edin Dzeko, and scored the goal to put Roma in front in that first half. Play through to Greenwood. You've got to say, for a young player, he does possess a lot of composure in front of goal, perhaps more so than Rashford. Rashford probably a better all-round player at this stage, but Greenwood still so young. Here is Matic now. Matic across, space now for Fernandes. Fernandes bringing it forward. Can he play it into Pogba's path? He can't, but everything they do, every time they come forward, they look likely to score goals. Third change is coming. Fernandes will get the last couple of minutes off. Got things going. Goal after 10 minutes, and then grabbed his second from the penalty spot. And he's come off, and a rare outing for Juan Mata. Reaching the back end of his career now. He's been at Manchester United 7 years. Never quite hit the same heights that he did at Chelsea. He's a trusted member of the squad. Final minute of the 90 now. Matic. Cross to McTominay. Here is Wan-Bissaka. Already been troubled at right back. Lindelof. Now Matic. Pogba. Down the line for Shaw. Smalling comes across. He's not enjoyed his return to Old Trafford. And I think from Roma's point of view, mercifully, there's only 2 minutes of additional time. Not been a stop-start second half, that's for sure. Maguire. Here is Shaw. Mata. Now Pogba running down the left. Mata was brought down. Referee plays the advantage. Pogba into the middle for Matic. Cross for Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood's in space on the right. Wan-Bissaka carries on his run. Greenwood's cross is blocked at source, and now Roma can run the ball out. They boot it downfield, and that's as good as it gets for them at the minute. the second half, they had that Edin Dzeko glancing header, which was saved by De Gea, but beyond that, one-way traffic in this second 45 minutes. Manchester United can travel to Rome next Thursday. A real sense of satisfaction. There'll be few worries. A 4-0 win would send Roma through, but based on tonight's showing, the odds of that happening are very slim indeed. Roma looked decent in the first half going forward, but defensively they've got real problems. And Manchester United have exploited them with an air of confidence and of vigour. Here's Pogba, one last flurry perhaps. Fantastic crossfield ball to Greenwood. He crosses it in first time. In an accurate cross, Smalling heads it away. Comes back to Maguire. Here is Luke Shaw. All this occurring in Roma's half. McTominay now to Lindelof. Lindelof wide for Greenwood. And there goes the full-time whistle. Job well done, you feel, after the first leg. And a job well done after a hairy first 45 minutes, because Bruno Fernandes gave Manchester United the lead. Roma turned things around thanks to a Lorenzo Pellegrini penalty and an Edin Dzeko goal to put them in front. But a 5-star